We're allowed to have feelings. You are allowed to feel the way that you want to feel, and you are allowed to express that emotion, even if it's not pretty. You are allowed to express ugly emotion and still have people love you. You don't have to bottle things up because it's uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable for other people around you. You are allowed to move through your emotions, because the more that you bottle something up or suck it up, the more it's just gonna fester. So, and I've had to suck it up in situations too, and it's like stabbing my own self. Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I bottle up what I'm actually feeling and suppress it when that's here to teach me something? Anger isn't bad. Crying isn't bad. Yelling at your husband who you're frustrated at in front of your family isn't bad. That's telling you something. So sit down and reflect on it, feel the anger, feel the whatever is dying to be expressed. Feel it and be like, why am I getting so mad? What's under this anger? Is it sadness? Is it frustration? Is it I just need a goddamn break? Emotions aren't the enemy, and tough emotions for other people to handle aren't the enemy. And sucking it up will never serve you. I promise. Sucking it up won't serve you. What will serve you, and what I did instead of sucking it up, was went to be by myself, thought about things, talked with people I trust that love me, and I was like, wow, I feel like a dick for blowing up in front of people I love like that. Let me go take accountability and apologize and be vulnerable and share, hey, I'm going through postpartum depression. I'm struggling. I'm having a rough time. And I'm sorry you had to witness this, but this is how it is right now for me. And guess what? They all said, it's good, we love you. That's what unconditional love is. People can be their ugliest selves and still be loved. You are still worthy of love, even if you're not in your best self. You are allowed to be your full self, ugly, beautiful, whatever. And I mean, like an ugly side, you are allowed to show the ugly side of yourself. You're allowed to show the beautiful side of yourself. I mean, internal. But if you want to relate that to like no makeup and with makeup, whatever. But you're allowed to show all sides of you and be loved for it and be revered for it. We don't have to suck it up. We don't have to hide away the tough feelings because, other people can't handle it. If people can't handle you at your ugliest moments, then they're not your people. Straight up. I think of the people in my life, and I really do not have anyone in my circle that I couldn't call crying and in a really tough spot. And it's taken time and years for me to kind of weed through, like even just drinking buddies or just weeding through people that aren't serving me. In conclusion, don't suck it up. Don't bottle up your feelings. Express your feelings and express them, even if you think it's going to be hard for people to love you. You still get to be loved. And I had this come up this last weekend where I was not my best self around people that I love. And I went outside and sat by myself for a minute. And before I would have, like even just a year ago maybe, I would have been like, oh, I suck so much. Oh my God, I just gotta leave. I just gotta get out of here and like run away. Everyone hates me. I suck. I just would be better off. They would be better off without me here. And instead of going on that downward spiral, the downward spiral thought came into my brain, because we can't control the thoughts that come into our brain. What we can control is the direction that those thoughts take, and we control how we speak to ourselves. So I noticed this thought coming in my head that was, oh my God, you suck, and it's going on that downward spiral. that's honestly a suicidal loop of like, everyone would be better off without me. And I caught myself at the very beginning of it, and I was like, no, I am worthy of being kind to myself right now. I can be kind to myself, even if I fucked up. Like, even when I'm not my best self, even when I'm express my ugliest emotions in the ugliest way, I still get to love myself. I do not get to talk to myself like this anymore. And I was like, God, I've learned, it's a practice, but I have really become good at the practice of being kind to myself and having boundaries, and it was all from me sitting down and teaching Heal Your Shit. I recorded these 5 modules, and it's given me so much resilience in my own mental health journey. It's given me the ability to not run away from things, but face them and feel them and take accountability and be vulnerable and show up for the people I love, including me. Like, I get to show up for myself just as much as I show up for my kids, for my family, for my husband, for my dog. Like, I get to show up for me just as much as I show up for everyone else. And it just feels nice to finally, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, I'm just saying I've reached a point of integrating what I teach in Heal Your Shit. And the modules, if you don't know, are there's one on boundaries, there's one on quieting the inner critic, there's one on trusting your intuition, there's one with making peace with the past, and the first one is free on YouTube. You can go check it out. It is all about like the art of slowing down and grounding and building that awareness within yourself of these thoughts. And I just needed to share that you are still valuable in the ugliest expressions of yourself. You are still worthy of unconditional love and people being kind to you, including yourself, when you feel like you've made the biggest fuck up of your life. It feels good to say. And I'm going to say this too because I just journaled this, but I was also letting the opinion of someone hold weight with me until I just stepped back for a second and realized, wait, I'm the only one that control how I view me. If someone else has an opinion of me and it hurts my feelings, it's because part of me fears that they're right. And so if someone has an opinion of you, if someone thinks shitty of you, not your business. They're allowed to have their opinion, and you don't have the power to change someone else's mind. That's a hard truth, but it is goddamn true. It is, you do not have the power to change someone else's mind. What you do have the power to do is, I gotta read what I wrote because it was good. Only I can give them that power by letting their opinion affect me. Okay, sorry. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. No one is entitled to make me feel a type of way about me. So you're responsible for you. You're responsible for how you view yourself, how you carry yourself in the world. You are not responsible for how people perceive how you carry yourself in the world, or how people perceive your past, or how people perceive you in the present. That's not your worry. Your worry, your job, not worry, your job is to, when you are triggered, when you are hurt by someone else's opinion or what they say or whatever, look at it, feel it, and look at what part of me believes this is true. Like, why am I so hurt by this when only I have the power to give their opinion weight? So why am I giving their opinion weight? What in it feels a little bit true for me right now. I'm gonna end there. Again, if you want to enroll and heal your shit, if you're called to that, if you're like, oh my God, my mental health could use some work, I need some resiliency, because that's what this is. It's not about, oh, heal your shit and you're gonna heal it and you're gonna be good and you're gonna have the best life. That was like kind of my branding at the beginning of when I was selling this, and which was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. It's about heal your shit, look at your shit, feel it, don't run from it anymore, take accountability, be vulnerable, work through things that you need to, take that accountability to do that, and build resiliency in yourself. And every little hurdle and obstacle that comes up on your life path, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna be kind to myself here. I'm gonna slow down and stop going 100 miles an hour, going from gymnastics practice to basketball to soccer to dropping the kids off here and going to work here. And I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna look at what this is bringing up in me. I'm gonna look at how I feel. I'm gonna look at that and I'm gonna move through it, and I'm gonna come out on the other side a stronger, more resilient human. That's what this is about. Like, I want to make this accessible to people, and that's also why I put the first module on YouTube, so that you can go watch it for free if you want to build that resiliency in yourself, if you want to build that trust and that ability to be kind to yourself, especially if you're someone that has those suicidal tendency thoughts of the world would be better off without me here. If you talk to yourself in a mean way, like, the whole course would be great, but especially the second module. So yeah, the link is in my bio. I can't wait to see your expansion, even just from watching the free module. Like, if you watch it, let me know what you think. Let me into your healing practice, and let me know what it brought up for you. And I love holding space for people's healing and their expansion and their resiliency. That is like to me. So thank you for being here. My name is Rainbow Rach, and I will see you next time.